got one. At the end of the day, America's going to go down. All right? All this stuff works for the Lord. At the end of the day, who's going to rise? Israelites. Israel's going to rise. All right? So we're going to be the rulers. And our kingdom is not going to change because we're going to control the kingdom and righteousness. We're going to control the world and righteousness.
Right, the police will be the police.
Yeah, we're going to be the police, but we're going to be the right police. When you hear about police now, it's like, oh shit.
Right.
But when we're the police, we're making sure everything's right. Somebody stole from you, and somebody stole from you, somebody really stole from you, we're going to go find them, put them to death. What we're going to do with it? It's going to be justice. You know what I'm saying? So all the countries are going to be cool with that.
Yep.
It's going to be justice. We're going to let them eat. They're just going to pay us. We ain't going to tax. We're not going to tax them. And then for giving us the stuff, we're going to tax them for that. And then when they leave, we're going to tax them for that. You know, that's how the white man do.
That's how they do.
You tax your check, you cash your check, you tax that.
Right, they take money out of it.
You go to the store to buy your stuff, they tax that.
You work, they tax that, then you got to take more out of your money.
Yeah, at the end of your year, they tax that. They say, you know, like, how much you going to tax? You tax.
Right, you tax me, you taxing the tax. I mean, you got no more taxes to give.
Yeah.
Kind of bear with me with my voice. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one person to one people to another.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Because, like I said, this town is not big enough for both of us. Okay? This world is only made to be ruled by one person. Okay? Not everybody. That doctrine, that Christian doctrine saying everybody come together. No, it's order. Okay? And just like I told you earlier with the skin color of Christ, right? That don't make sense. You ever been in a grocery store and you had a problem? You say, let me speak to the manager, and everybody say that they're managers. Or we all equal. That's confusion. It's like, everybody's a man. Well, I need somebody to talk to. I got a problem over here.
I'm the manager. Everyone's the manager.
Yeah, if everybody's a manager, everybody's equal, you're going to be like, well, I'm going to stop messing with this store, you know?
Right.
Because ain't nobody can solve my problem. You know? They keep order, but they indoctrinate us to not keep order. Which make us what? Powerless.
Right, make us confused.
Yeah, make us confused because if we keep order, all right, then we become more powerful. That would make us powerful according to the scriptures. All right, you got that? You got more of that?
Yeah,
All right, you got that.
So that's the 14.
Yeah. Say second Esdras.
No, I had Isaiah 14.
Oh, okay. No, I want the second Esdras, the holding the foot.
8th chapter.
Esau?
Yeah.
Esau. Oh, no.
That's why they don't have this book in they took that book out the Bible because it tells you quite plain. It says plain as day what's going to happen to them. You know? It's going to tell you plain as day.
They take a lot of them out of the good book. They leave us out. It's written too many times, but Black Man did write a book. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, you start.
All right, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 1.
Right.
And he said unto me, in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, or ever the winds blew, before thunder and lightning, or ever the foundations of paradise were laid, before the fair flowers were seen, or ever the movable powers were established, before the innumerable multitude of angels were gathered together, or ever the heights of the air were lifted up, before the measures of the firmament were named, or ever the chimneys in Zion were hot, or ere the present years were sought out, or ever the inventions of them that now sin were turned, before they were sealed, that gathered faith for a treasure. Then did I consider these things, and they were all made through me alone and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other.
Yeah, before the earth was made, Most High had these times laid out. All right. So it's not like a chain of events. It just feel like it's a chain of events. But he already said, like, you know, I know Adam's gonna fall off.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. Steps ahead of everybody.
Yeah.
Always
It ain't even steps ahead. He created the steps.
created.
You know, he basically wrote the movie of his world. You know what I'm saying? And he knows this movie from beginning to end because he created everything. You know, so being steps ahead, he created the steps. So he already know which way you gonna go, which way, you know. So that shows how much when people question why God did this and that. questions, you just gotta deal with it. Because that's how the story goes, you know? Go ahead.
Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times?
Yeah, basically, what should be the end of times, okay?
The day.
Not the end of the world, but this is a time. This is an eon, an age. Just like you were talking about with Great Britain. When Great Britain was ruling, that was a time, all right? When Babylon was ruling, Rome, that was times, okay? Go ahead.
Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?
The end of the first and the beginning of it that follow it. That means something's coming after that.
Yeah.
When people say the last days, they think that everybody's going to die.
Everybody's gonna go.
There's going to be a change of order. There's going to be a change of kingdom.
New order.
Okay? Go ahead.
And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him,
Jacob and Esau. Jacob is sort of a picture. Yeah. Jacob and Esau.
This Jacob, dark-skinned man, Negro, Latino, Native Americans. Esau is all these people on this, Greeks, Romans, Britons.
Yeah.
You know, today that's Esau, the Edomites. Okay?
Edomites.
Go ahead.
Ooh. Wow.
it says, And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau.
Yeah, this is the picture right here.
He held the hill. You read that in Genesis 20, the 25th chapter. It tells you that. He held the hill, right? All right, go ahead.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed.
That's what it meant. When Jacob did that, he's basically saying he was going to pull them down, okay? And we're going to be the ones to take the so-called white man down. But it's all going to be through the help of the Lord. Because we're going to get in the fray too. The Israelites in their right mind, we're going to get in the fray. But at the end of the day, the Most High is going to bring all this terror from all sides. He's going to have economic fall. He's going to have World War III, which is going to be a nuclear war. He's going to have a regular shootout, which is going to be in Saudi Arabia and around that area, because that's where the Valley of Jehoshaphat, the Valley of Judgment is going to be. Basically, that's where World War III is mainly going to be fought, in that land. All right, that's why with in that Persian Gulf, that's why they're doing all that over there. That's where it's going to be at. Okay. And then they're going to bring troops over here too. You ever watch that movie Red Dawn? Americans are not ready for that, man. They never had a plane go by and you see parachutes coming down, and that's somebody about to take your head off with an AK or M16. You know, people ain't ready for that. Not no strategic war, you know. So,
If I can say something, if you see that movie, just the night before it was playing. It was a football game, high school football game for the title and all that. So it went from normal to, like you said, just people parachutes coming down, man.
The army parachute.
They know exactly what they're doing as far as the movies and everything. How would they not know what's going to happen if they keep creating these movies?
I mean,
They've been here before. You know what I mean? Like the aliens and shit. The planes keep on disappearing. That plane with all them people, have y'all thought about that?
I mean,
Did y'all see that?
yeah.
The one that was over the Malaysian Indian Sea.
Yeah, they didn't lose that plane. Something happened.
Something happened.
You know, but
And they're trying to do a cover-up.
yeah, at the end of the day, you don't just lose a plane. You know,
Disappear too.
pay the bill. Go ahead. Have this phone come with it.
It says, The hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand. Other question, Ezra asked thou not.
See you guys.
All right. Check us back to Revelation.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, or received power as kings 1 hour with the beast.
That's talking about NATO. Talking about NATO and the EU. I'm saying those like I said before, a lot of people are saying that it's more than 10 countries in Europe. So although it's 27 nations, how many ever it is, they all come from 10 countries.
We love you, brother.
All right. Yeah.
It says, these have one mind. These have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. Verse 13, he says, I read 12. It says, And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which receive no kingdom as yet, or receive power as kings, 1 hour with the beast.
They receive power for 1 hour with the beast. That's them right now. You know what I'm saying? Pushing their doctrines and democracy, you know what I'm saying? Pushing this whole, everything that you see before you, pushing America as is. You know what I'm saying? Worshiping the image of the beast.
And they say they had one mind, right?
Yeah.
So that's that NATO. So with NATO, they all got one mind. All these countries put together is NATO and the EU. They all have one mind and one agenda, even though he had read it.
Yeah, he read it, but he went back up.
Okay.
Verse 13, it says, these have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast.
That's right, they can all come together as one conglomerate. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, NATO and the EU. That's NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, which is basically all the European countries, Canada, and the United States. They're all one. You know what I'm saying? Because if you go to war with Luxembourg, which is a country in Europe, or the EU, you go into war with Germany, France, Britain, Canada, America, everybody.
So it's like saying you mess with my brother, you mess with everybody.
Exactly. It's like a hood or a gang. If you mess with one gang member, you gotta mess with the whole gang. You know, like in Mighty Ducks. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you remember that movie. You know what I'm saying? He was telling his players, he was like, you know what I'm saying, the duck. You know what I'm saying? Is one of the biggest, baddest animals out here. If you mess with, people don't mess with ducks because if you deal with one duck, you got to deal with the whole flock. You know, that's how it is.
It says, these shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them.
That's right.
Hold on, read that real quick. You mentioned a good point. You said that they should do work as one, right? Go ahead.
It says, these have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast.
To the beast. That's really at the end of the day is America. You know what I'm saying? Because it should give everything they're doing is in the good interest of America. America always is running NATO. You know what I'm saying? They all got one mind, but them doing all that stuff goes right back to America, man. If they're conquering the poppy fields and doing this and that, it's to really make America stronger. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's the engine. You know what I'm saying? You got a car, you got mufflers and all that. The beast, Esau's engine is America. So basically, they all think of one mind, but it's for the interest of America to continue to make them strong. You know? Because every time you had a NATO, let's call that, what's it, president or something like that, a leader, a NATO leader, it always been Edomite, or most likely American. You know what I'm saying? Every time. All right? Go ahead.
These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he,
That's right. Because America's going to try to fight against the Lord when he comes back. And remember last time he was here, we were talking about the ships.
Yeah, like how they was fighting the aliens and
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna actually think in their mind that they're big enough and bad enough to go to war with them. You know what I'm saying?
they're on the same level.
Yeah, it's levels to this, you know what I'm saying? And they're not on that level.
just like you're saying with the movies, you know how they program these movies, you know, where they see spaceships coming up on the Earth, they fight against them, so they program people to believe
Fight against
yeah,
somebody
so when they
that's
see
coming
these
down.
things, oh, these are the enemies, all right, so they're gonna fight against them. You know? That's Esau's plan, is to program.
That's another thing. Add on to that because the brothers bring up the movies, and you know, the sister sit there and say, you know, why they make these movies? That's why they program them. They put the truth there, but they put lie there. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Same time.
Yeah, it's like when Independence Day, they have the chariot coming out the cloud, and you start blowing. That's true. You know what I'm saying? But the lie is that you can destroy that chariot. Okay, we all fight together and shit. No, it don't work like that.
He
You
said
know?
come down here and slay.
Yeah. So,
That's what Ronald Reagan said. He said if there was a force great enough in the universe that all Earth would come together to fight against it. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about a so-called alien invasion. If a so-called alien invasion happened,